boys and girls. My name is Miss Abby, and I'm going to be reading you a book today. And this week is called Jumpstart Week. And so this book is being read by lots of different students. Lots of people are coming into schools all across America, and they're actually coming to read this book. So it's pretty exciting that your class got chosen to have this book read to them. And after we read it, we're going to do a little activity. Make sense? Yeah. So there's no test or anything like that. We just get to listen to a fun book. Sound good? Okay, so this story is called Not Norman, a Goldfish Story. And it's by Kelly Bennett, who's the author. So the author did what? What does the author do? Writes the story. And then the illustrator is Noah Z. Jones. And what does the illustrator do? Draws the pictures in the story, okay? I want you to look at the front, and I want you to make a prediction as to what you think this story is going to be about.
A kid's pet goldfish.
A kid's pet goldfish, okay? What do you want to say?
I'm thinking that the boy, I feel like he acts like the fish, and the fish acts like the boy.
Okay, so you think they're going to act like each other. What do their faces kind of tell you? How does the little goldfish look? What's his emotion?
He's like, what?
Okay, so he looks a little confused. And what about the boy? His eyebrows, they're kind of curved in. What does that make you think he's wondering?
Same thing.
Same thing, maybe he's a little curious, interested. Okay, we will start. First page, lots of little fish on it. Okay, this says Not Norman, a Goldfish Story. What do you think is in this gift?
The tank and the water and the goldfish.
The fishbowl, right? We kind of got a hint on the front.
Yeah, it must be a present that he got for Christmas or his birthday.
Okay, I think you're right. Here we go. When I got Norman, I didn't want to keep him. I wanted a different kind of pet, not Norman. I wanted a pet who could run and catch, or one who could climb trees and chase strings, a soft furry pet to sleep on my bed at night, not Norman. All Norman does is swim around and around and around and around and around and around. This is it, Norman. I decide I'm trading you for a good pet. Norman doesn't move. Not even a fin twitches. How can I trade him like this? No one will want a sorry-looking fish in a gunky bowl. So what kind of pet do you think he wants to maybe trade him for?
Like an outside pet, like something that's like a mammal.
Okay, so that's a good word, like mammal. Okay, what do you think?
A dog or a cat.
Okay, because he talked about chasing strings, stuff like that. What do you think?
I'm thinking like a hamster.
A hamster, okay, that's soft and furry. He said he wanted soft and furry.
It can sleep.
Let's see what he does. When I drop Norman into his nice, clean bowl, he starts dipping and flipping, flapping his fins around. He looks so goofy, I have to laugh. Don't think that just because you made me laugh, I'm going to keep you, I tell him. Tomorrow, you're out of here. Norman blows a stream of bubbles. Do you think Norman knows what's going on?
Yeah.
Maybe. The next day, I take Norman to school with me. If I talk him up real good during show and tell, maybe someone will want him. On the way there, we see my friend Austin. Austin has a real cool dog and 7 puppies. Want to swap one of your pups for Norman? I ask. Who's Norman? Asks Austin. My goldfish, I say. By the time I rescue Norman, half his water is gone. What had happened?
The dog drank it.
Yes. I'm sorry, I tell Norman when we get to school. I'm really sorry. He just stares at me all googly-eyed. Finally, it's my turn to show and tell. Just as I start to talk about goldfish, Emily shouts, Jenny's gone. Who let my snake loose?
Oh, God.
So what do you think is going to happen?
The snake's going to try and eat the fish.
Maybe. Who else thinks they might know what happens?
His snake will drink all the water.
The snake might drink the water. Do you think he's going to have time to talk about his goldfish?
No.
No. Look how crazy the classroom looks now. Does anyone hear the story of how I got Norman? Does anyone even ask to hold his bowl? No.
Hey, I see the tail of the snake.
Yep, right there. They're all jumping and screaming and chasing the snake. Not Norman. He's looking right at me. Thanks for listening, I tell him. That afternoon, we go to my music lesson. As soon as it's over, I'm taking Norman back to the pet store. I take out my tuba and begin to play. Bomb, 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 bomb. I glance over at Norman. He's swaying back and forth. Glug, 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 he mouths. Look, Norman's singing, I say. Pay attention, snaps Maestro, and try to play the proper notes. What do you think the teacher might do since he's not listening?
Take away Norman.
Take Norman away. Anybody else have a guess? Let's see what he does.
Confiscate the fish.
Got big vocabulary. Maestro makes me stay for extra practice, so he doesn't take the fish away. By the time my lesson is over, it's too late to go to the pet store. Don't think that just because you like my music, I'm going to keep you, I tell Norman. He glugs. That night, I'm sound asleep when screech, scritch. What's that noise? Scratch, scritch, screech. Yikes, there's something at the window. Then out of the corner of my eye, I spot, what do you think he spots?
A dog.
A dog. You think Norman? So you said?
Cat. There's
Cat.
cats love fish.
You're right. Norman. He isn't scared. He isn't swimming around in circles either. He glugs and gives me a little wave. I'm not alone. Together, Norman and I slide open the curtains. It was just a broken tree branch. Thanks for watching out for me, Norman. So what do you think the boy's starting to feel now?
Norman will take care of fish.
That Norman will take care of him? You said what?
That he'll like the fish.
That he likes the fish? He's kind of switching, isn't he?
Like he's attached to it. Like he doesn't want to like sell it or give it.
It's kind of like his friend now, isn't it?
Yeah.
On Saturday, I take Norman to the pet store, just like I said I would. I look at the cats and dogs and snakes and birds. I look at the hamsters and mice and lizards too. They all look like good pets, but they are not Norman.
Oh.
When I got Norman, I wasn't sure I wanted to keep him. But now, even if I could pick any pet in the whole world, I wouldn't trade him. Not Norman. The end. Do you all like it?
Yeah.
So what happened? What did the boy feel like at the beginning?
He did like Norman when he got it.
Okay, what did he want to do with them?
So,
He wanted to sell them or give them away. And then what changed? He liked them and he decided to what? To keep them. So did he want to trade them in? What do you want to say?
That Norman, the boy thought that he wasn't going to do anything, but he actually started doing some funny things.
Listening to, yes. You want to say something?
Oh, wait,
You forgot.
at first, when he first got it, he thought that all he had as a pet was a lousy old goldfish, and he would rather prefer an angelfish.
An angelfish.
Yeah, they
A
cost
little more
a lot.
exciting. And did this little boy have a name in the story?
No.
So what do you think, what would you name him? His name was Norman. What do you think? The author didn't give him a name. So what would you want to name him in the story?
Gregory.
Gregory. What would you want to name the little boy?
Billy.
Billy. It's a common name.
I forgot.
You forgot. What about you? Bob. Okay, we'll take one more. Since you forgot your answer, what do you want? Two Normans. Do you want his name to be, you want him to be?
Obama.
Oh. Alrighty. Okay, this is the next thing we're going to do. We're going to do an activity. Get off this paper. Okay, so raise your hand if you have a pet at home. Who has a pet?
I have two.
Okay, put your hands down.
I have 2 dogs and 3 cats.
Okay, so what you're going to do on this paper is you're going to draw a picture of you with your pet or somewhere your pet likes to be, your favorite pet. So if you've got 10 of them, you can just pick one, or you can draw your whole zoo or whatever you want. Or if you don't have a pet, then you can think of a pet that maybe you would like to have. Or I love giraffes, so I might draw a picture of giraffe, even though that's not really a pet. And then you're going to tell me a little bit about it, okay? So you can tell me why it's your favorite pet, or maybe how it's similar to Norman, or how it's really different.
Well, in a way, a giraffe could be a pet in Africa.
Yeah, yes, you can climb up outside. Yes.
Color.
Yes, you can color it. So I know Ms. Sanders said you guys have crayons or markers, and you can color your picture and then just write a few sentences about it. Okay? Sound good?
I want to start off. Can I start
What are you drawing?
Oh,
A dog?
yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Yeah.
Oh, you have two. Ellie. What kind of dogs are they?
Koala. My dog does not.
How's your dog coming?
But he's a lot heavier. Really?
That's how what are you drawing?
They're small, but they go
Dog.
They're
Do you have
small,
a
but
dog?
they have
What's his name? Daisy. Yes.
Two dogs. They're boxers. I have a boxer. My boxer's name is Maggie.
Mine's Duke and Apollo.
Duke and Apollo. What's your pet? That is super cool.
Coco Puffs.
Wait, you have a boxer?
You not like the boxer?